Um, it it plays out most in cultural politics and politics in general. Have always been conservative parties in Turkey who stress the Islamic identity, and there have always been secularist party who stress out the Occidentalist aspirations of the nation. These clash. First, they are more visible in political public sphere than daily life. In daily life, I live in Istanbul, which is based has space both in Asia and Europe. Then you cross every day from Asia. Only tourists pay attention to it. It's like going from Manhattan to Brooklyn, and now no one says I'm going from Asia to Europe. It's just everyday life. People do not pay attention to really in their daily lives where things come from. In fact, I argue in all my books, yes, I dramatize East-West, you may call it clash, or I would say it a harmony. You don't pay attention, it's just there, and things come from different sources to form a new thing. That is Istanbul, that is my culture. I don't underline the clash part of East-West. I underline how harmoniously, without self-consciously, with a lack of self-consciousness, things come together. It's the politicians or journalists who impose East-West and say clash. Not necessarily, civilizations don't necessarily clash. Most of the time, they come together. And people who promote the idea of clash then pave way for real clash and human suffering. It's a feeling of being at the periphery, not under Western eyes, in our own way of life. But that is also changing. When I started writing 30 years ago, no one cared about Turkish culture or Turkish writers. But now, Turkey is getting on the agenda. I like being out of the scene. The feeling of not living at the center of the world is a nice feeling. I complain about Turkey's being provincial, but I confess, like being provincial, enjoy being out of the drama, enjoy being non-Western, etc. No, and in fact, there is joy about that. Don't forget that the greatest book about any city, a novel, Ulysses, was written by James Joyce in Trieste. In fact, you love it. You like that there is a sweet taste of longing when you're away. And my black book, which is the book that I find my voice, I wrote it more than half of it in New York, dreaming of Istanbul. And I've always identified with James Joyce living in Trieste, dreaming of Dublin. That's no problem.